looking at the New Zealand team, you've got Kapoa, Langman, Falau, over 100 caps each, coming in, bringing that experience into this New Zealand team. You've got Falau, goal shooter, along with Ekinasio, bringing that combination with Campton, wing attack, speed demon. Berger, we saw her in January at the Test Series. She's coming on, got her first cap there and now starting to work her way through. And Casey Kapoa, what a hardcore goal defense. Played against her many a times and she is difficult. Going now to Malawi, Bunkumba heads up their defence, who I really love, some toe goal attack, playing alongside Joyce Mambula at goal shooter. They are very accurate. Violetta, we're going to need to see how well she feeds. She's got a lot of experience and playing with the whizziness of Luazi at centre. They've got a great attack in them, but they need to bring consistency into this, not just odd elements throughout the game.
Big history between these two countries. The last time they met, Pam, that loss by New Zealand to Malawi for the first time ever at the Commonwealth Games.
Yeah, really not a great Commonwealth Games for them, coming fourth, first time ever not in a medal.
Underway at the Netball World Cup 2019, Malawi in possession against New Zealand. Fabulous atmosphere here.
Offside, centre, free pass.
M&S Bank Arena, an error straight away.
Obstruction shooter.
Good defensive pressure from New Zealand.
Varnage obstruction centre, Varnage wing defence obstruction.
Patience from the Silver Ferns.
Centre.
Good screen there.
New Zealand.
Nice from Morale, really setting New Zealand off to a great start.
So Maria Falau with the first goal of the Netball World Cup. And that's a lovely lean from Lauren Ngwira.
Malawi.
She loves shooting from that kind of mid-range shots.
Luazi goes wide. And now it's Malawi's turn to be patient.
That's what we know from Malawi. They like to kind of keep hold of the ball. They're not afraid to just keep passing it round, waiting for the right opportunity to open up. If it takes 20 passes, it takes 20 passes.
Goal defence obstruction.
And there's the first goal of the competition for Malawi. Shinti Simtowe doing the honours. Ordinarily, we'd be seeing Mwai Kumwenda in that goal attack. And good work, Malawi defence.
Great pressure getting in front.
Vantage obstruction. Contact, keeper. Goalkeeper.
That defensive combination of Intercooley and Vinkumbu. Very experienced. They've played together a lot.
Obstruction, goal defence.
Ekinasio had no chance to come forward for that ball, caught on the baseline.
Vantage, contact.
Watson going out for the contest, but safely into the hands of Joyce Mvula.
So calm, so experienced.
Wing defence.
And she's Malawi's other big superstar, really, isn't she,
Yes.
Mvula?
Varnage obstruction, wing defence.
All the way back to Korpua on the transverse. Not that time for Ekinasio. So chance here for Malawi. Can they bring it down and level?
The throw in. Malawi. Back, that's it.
Jane Watson coming out for that good time and just running hard on her opponent to force. But wow, what vision there. And Mvula again under the post. 100% 3-on-3.
Vantage break. Wing defence.
Caroline Intercooley, the goal defence, such a leader for Malawi. Not captain at this team, but she's been captain on many occasions.
Throw in, New Zealand.
And that's good work from Jane Watson. She has been in spectacular form in the domestic competition in New Zealand, as has this woman, Karen Berger.
Yeah, part of the Pulse team, Karen Berger, winning the title.
Barnage offside centre.
Oh, sneaky from Langman.
They've played together many years, haven't they? They've got that great
New Zealand.
connection.
And once again, New Zealand score off the Malawi centre pass.
Malawi.
Falau, 4 from 4. So just over 5 minutes gone in this opening game.
Barnage offside centre. Barnage obstruction wing defence.
Vula using that backspace well, using a split to get closer to the post. Galetta having no
Barnage
problems finding him on the
attack.
feet.
Contact, Malawi centre.
Oh, nice screen set by Ekanasio.
Yeah, allowing Falau just to
Malawi.
pull off there to get that backspace.
And it's interesting, this combination, isn't it, between Falau and Ekanasio. Of course, Falau more traditionally has been running out at goal attack since Nolene Taurua has taken the reins. She's poor at the back.
Yes. Great. She has great court craft, and I think when you put her in the back position, she can see the ball coming down more. She's able to play off the defender, and she's able to put up even more shots as that goal shooter rather than as a goal attack.
Barnage great goal attack.
Malawi again just being patient with this ball.
Contact, goal attack. Barnage obstruction wing defence. Barnage offside wing attack.
Oh, great up. Casey Kapora, well read.
And Langman and Corporal, how many years have they been going down a court, passing those
Contact, goal
passes?
defence.
Played for a long time together at the Waikato Bay of Plenty Magic. That's a few years ago now. And Falau finishing off.
As we see this intercept, how much elevation does she get to get backing up for that one?
Barnage breaking goal attack.
Barnage off, held ball.
Yeah, great work again by the Malawi defence.
Oh, Vinkumbo and Matuke, they're just such a wall in there.
Barnage obstruction shooter.
Langman going through. Great work here by the Queens. They don't care how long they take.
Sintoe not confident on there. She had a lot of pressure. Even though compared to some defenders, this Kiwi line is not as tall, but still the presence they put over that shot makes it really difficult for a shooter.
So just about halfway through this first quarter of this first game, 7-all between New Zealand and Malawi. Iwazi, real firecracker in that centre position. Takondwa Iwazi.
Oh, a miscommunication there. Didn't wait.
Crampton, wing attack for New Zealand on this occasion. One of the positions that's been a bit problematic for New Zealand in recent years.
That was much better from Ekanasio coming off the body of Nkumbo, not getting drawn. But as we see this replay, just passing into Langman's hands.
Barnage cause, wing defence.
And again, that defensive wall working nicely.
Obstruction goal defence, second jump.
Gary Burgess, very experienced umpire from England.
I like that from Malawi, how she just bopped the ball to make the defence move, and it opens up your shooter. Don't always have to just fire the ball into the
Pausing
circle.
outside goalkeeper. On the ball goal defence, contact. Vantage goal.
Malawi with the lead, 9-8.
Nice shot.
Malawi. Vantage break, wing attack.
Breaking goal attack.
Schoolgirl over there.
And it's just these little errors, rather, isn't it, that's really holding Malawi back because they're doing a terrific job defensively.
And that's what we say, they come so good in pockets, but they're not consistent. But if they can get over that, they can rule out these small errors, then they can start to get a momentum going and build when they get leads.
And this is the challenge now for New Zealand, to actually score off their own centre pass, because they've been scoring off Malawi's, but not capitalising on their own. Popua using Berger. A nice deception from Folau.
Yeah, quick hands there. Picking out the right space.
Malawi.
New Zealand, just under 5 minutes remaining in this first quarter.
Oh. Wow, nearly pick up there from Watson.
It almost looked as though that didn't come off her hand, but I presume it must have.
Otherwise it would have been replayed.
A nice turn of speed from
Goal
Crampton.
Behind the line. Behind the line. No.
Good.
Malawi.
Only one intercept from either
That is
team.
really defensive
Kapoa has
destruction.
one, Mtukil has one. But that's why we're seeing this ball just coming down either end.
Contact goal shooter.
Yeah, that ball never going to land. Watson all over that front position.
And these players, they'll be fairly familiar to each other.
Destruction.
Malawi, relatively frequent visitors to New Zealand. Oh, brilliant!
There it is,
Contact
another
goal
intercept.
Tawiravan Kumbo. And I tell you what, it's not just netball she's good at. She plays for the She Flames, Malawi's national football team as well. Playing in Olympic qualifiers, I think, at the, well, not this very moment, she's here, but before and after this World Cup. And this is great work by Malawi, really holding New Zealand up.
Vantage offside, wing. Contact, goalkeeper. Goal defence, obstruction, arms around. Where you are.
Josh Bowring, the umpire at that end of court, Australian, but
New Zealand.
interestingly has been plying his trade in New Zealand this last domestic season. Still registered as an Australian umpire, I might add. Oh, that textbook high
Malawi.
shot from Ekanasio. New Zealand supporters, they'll be liking things a little bit more in this latter stages of the first quarter.
Yeah, this last 5 minutes, they've started to kind of ramp it up a little bit. 4 goals ahead. Both teams making it really difficult for the attackers to penetrate over that transverse line.
Vantage wing attack obstruction. Contact wing defence.
Yeah, too late from Berger.
Obstruction wing defence.
Luazi
Vantage
goes
offside, centre New
across.
Zealand.
They have 2 options there. Razi at the top of the circle, Mbula under the post. Chose the post.
Ekanasio, eyes only for Folau on that occasion. Oh, brilliant timing.
Yes. Loved that.
Could have gone
Malawi.
horribly wrong, but it didn't. Watch this.
Fake shot, little dink.
You'd have to know the dink was coming.
Yes, that's one of the keys. Always have your eyes up on the ball. You never know when a pass is going to come. You don't want it in your face.
Oh, nice tip from Berger off the top of the circle.
Fab position in there, and having a teammate to back her up to pick up the scraps.
Oh,
Offside.
Wazi, she was onto it.
Yeah.
She's such a delight to watch, this woman.
She doesn't stop, does she?
Never. 1.6 metres to Kwambala Wazi, one of the shorter players here, and also one of the most effervescent. Into the final minute, 16-11, New Zealand leading Malawi.
Getting stuck,
Bunny
the shooters
contact,
on the
wing.
body. You can hear the bench saying, get off, get off. That's telling them to get off the body of the defenders to create some space for themselves. But Maria Folau,
Malawi.
11 from 11, 100%.
Now, Malawi, there'll be time here for them to add another. Because really, most of this quarter, it's been a lot closer than the score would suggest at the moment. Oh, good hands, Mvula. And that is the end of the first quarter. So New Zealand did a good job of holding Malawi up, because at the first break in the opening game, it's New Zealand leading Malawi 17-11. Second quarter underway in Liverpool. New Zealand leading Malawi 17-11. But that lead really only thanks to a late run in that first quarter.
Contact,
Yeah, they started to find those connections, didn't they?
contact, goal defence.
Caroline and Takuli absolutely hounding Ekanasio. And they're great competitors, so many of these queens.
Again, helping each other out, just playing this ball round, waiting for that space to open up. But Lawazi, so key in there, attacking end. She gives the ball, she goes again, she gives the ball.
At last, they get into the attacking third. Oh, the jump shot, Casey Kopur.
Timing to be able to do that.
Well, first miss for Folau. Take a look at the handiwork of one of New Zealand's all-time greats. This will be her last event here in Liverpool.
She has, we didn't even know she was going to be here at first. She said she'd retired, but then she's come back for one more.
Well, I think there are some things you
Contact,
simply
wing
can't
defence
resist.
outside.
Yeah.
Wing defence. Thank you. Contact,
Awkward
goal
for
defence.
Ntakuli. Back on her feet.
Yeah, just getting her feet tangled a little bit. The Folau doesn't let that distract her.
87th test today for Caroline Ntakuli.
Hold time.
A bit of trouble here finding the ball. Wazi's been all over the court looking for it. Now she's back. I don't think it will worry her. She'll run all day.
This diamond defence that we see from New Zealand. Just putting that pressure. They're not man on man. They're marking the space, but they're ready to come off the ball. For the ball, sorry.
Throw in New Zealand.
We're going to say that was a pass.
Yeah, definitely overcooked it. We saw her warming up just before the quarter started, but not quite finding her range. On the other hand, Folau has her eye in.
Well, talk also thinking of international retirements, that this
Bunny's
may
break
well
goal
be the swan
attack.
song for Maria Folau. She and Kopur
Bunny's
have probably
wing
done
defence
similar
offside.
stints, actually.
Centre obstruction outside.
It's one thing that is a feature of this New Zealand team. There's an awful lot of experience in it.
Yeah, 138 caps for Folau. Kapura, 104.
So suddenly the gap is 11. New Zealand leading 22-11.
Throw in Malawi.
Now nicely done on the edge
Goal
of the
defence
circle.
Contact. Goal defence come up.
And Kamwala on the board.
New Zealand.
24-year-old. Should be pleased to get that one under her belt.
Oh, replay ball.
Free pass.
Probably the first error we've seen from Folau today.
And then you said it in the first quarter how much lower they weren't able to score off their centre passes, and they really upped it to 84%, but following that one, 78.
Oh, that hand dabbing through from Korpua.
Just niggling at it, not letting it be easy for this Malawi attack.
And oh, Korpua again, and she's through.
Coming through, and how she runs her feet through it. Doesn't let the umpires get involved because she sees it as a clean turnover. And a great intercept.
And that's not a bad lean from Tawira Vinkumbo, but not enough. Look at this.
Great work.
I think Cindy Simtoe just saying, well, hang on. What just happened?
Whole time. Injury to the goal attack.
Simtoe calling time for injury.
And a couple of bibs coming off here for Malawi. So rearrangement for the Queens. On we go, 23-12, New Zealand leading. Still New Zealand come away with the ball. Oh, too much for Berger, or from Berger I should say.
Throw in Malawi.
Berger
Goal
again,
third.
trying to get on it.
Goal third.
So Jane Shimaliro now on at goal attack for Malawi.
And Galetta has gone from wing attack.
Oh, the ball could have gone then.
Offside, wing defence first.
Oh, that's a wonderful lean by Jane Watson.
Makes
Barney
it so
obstruction
difficult
wing.
for the shooter.
Manage contact, wingers. Contact, goalkeeper.
A little bit late from Kumbo.
That's it, thank you, shooter.
New Zealand starting to look
Manage
pretty
offside,
comfortable now
Malawi
in this
centre.
second quarter.
Lovely, nice high shot there. So this change, parts and combinations. Simtoe.
Contact, goal
shooter.
defence.
As with this Malawi team, so many players play multiple positions. Normally you get one or two, but here a lot of them playing 3, sometimes 4.
New Zealand.
And that's Chimaliro on the board.
Untouched, free pass, Malawi.
And that is just Malawi's second goal of this second quarter. again, Malawi really having to work. Back they go through the midcourt. Good defence from New Zealand.
Pressure from the attackers as well. Ekinasio, Crampton, Langman, just constantly moving. Oh, lovely there. Kapoa coming from behind. How does she get through that baseline?
Well, Kapoa having a little bit of a field day here in Liverpool.
Advantage obstruction.
But that play, that build-up from Malawi, they're so typical of the way they play. I think going way back 2007 World Cup, there's a great passage of play. Was it 73 passes or something?
Yeah.
You would have been there.
I was there, yes, in New Zealand. But look at this from Kapoa. She just gets right round the body.
Advantage break, wing attack.
Great footwork. As you're saying, Malawi, yeah, they're not afraid to just keep passing the ball around. Makes it really frustrating for a defender. Just have to time it right. But even with that, it's all well and good passing it around, but you need to penetrate into that goal circle and put those shots up.
Nice snapshot from Chimalero.
First shot on the board and it scores. Second, sorry.
Obstruction, goalkeeper. Thank you.
Falau's going to post. Boom.
Oh, she's not known for her passing.
No, you know when she gets that ball in the circle, she's going to look to post.
There's often said about the very great Irene van Dijk that you were worried if Irene was starting to pass.
Contact, goalkeeper. One step back. Beside the goalkeeper.
Oh, tremendous teamwork.
Goalkeeper cause.
Just couldn't see the ball
Beside
up
the
over the
goalkeeper.
defenders. Sintowe was free on the baseline.
Nice.
Oh, well done,
New Zealand.
Chimalero.
Yeah, off 1 foot. She still managed to get that height on the
Advantage
ball.
break, wing defence.
And that's the thing about these Malawi players. Never write them off.
Goalkeeper obstruction. It's under the post towards goal shooter, just here. Goalkeeper, thank you.
Into the final 4 minutes of this first half. 27-15. In fact, 28-15, New Zealand over Malawi. Be interesting to see what the coaches do. I mean, I think if you can put yourself in the mind of Nolene Taurua, Pam, do you want to get all your players out there on that first game?
I
Contact,
think
wing defence.
first and foremost is for the win. I think they've been strong enough in this first half that you can afford to make those changes. It will be good, save the legs as well for the last part of the competition, but also get people early involved in the game, knowing what it's like to play at a World Cup final.
Yes, there's a few debutantes out there today for New Zealand. Karen Berger, one of them.
Contact, goalkeeper.
Wow. Accidentally getting her arm in the face there. Chimalero. But she doesn't let that phase her.
New Zealand.
Yeah, just coming round, Jane Watson's arm.
Oh, straight through the hands that time of Berger. Falau does well just to get a few hands to it so Crampton can pick up. So they're having to cover for each other's odd error here, the New Zealanders.
Backing
to
each
the
other
line,
up.
New Zealand, please. That's it. Advantage centre obstruction. Obstruction centre.
Langman, the little pop to Falau.
Nice.
Hold time. On the whistle, please, Malawi.
13 goal gap now between these two countries. Just over 2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Contact, wing defence.
Berger had quite a memorable introduction to international netball. I think being put on the sideline.
Got sent off, didn't she?
Well, yes, it could have happened to anyone, Pan. That's nice
New
work.
Zealand.
Cindy Simtoe now back at goal shoot. But I think what was impressive about Berger was how she recovered after that, because of course, you know, that's huge. How would you feel on your, you know, your debut? But she came back on and she went about her work, and I think that was noted by Nolene Taurua and co.
Definitely, she is just so tenacious. She sticks on you, sort of say rides the player, in terms of you never feel like you've got any free space to move. And you're right, as soon as she came back on, she changed what she was doing. To make sure it didn't happen again.
Langman.
Wowzers.
Through like a whippet.
Nice play.
That's poetry from New Zealand.
Threading the needle on that pass. But here we see from Laura Langman.
Barney's break, wing attack.
Just sat on the attacker and then came off for the intercept.
Advantage obstruction. It's a throw in off the goal, wing attack. It's off the wing attack. Whole time, it touched your wing attack last. It's a New Zealand throw in the circle. In the circle.
Well, I can't imagine
Guys,
Malawi's wing attack was down that end.
On the whistle, please, shooter.
No, I think Guy Burgess just getting a bit confused with
Advantage
attack and
obstruction,
wing
set
defence.
up.
Well, New Zealand, I'm sure, will take it. There'll be plenty of calls that will go the other way. 31-17, seconds left in this first half here in Liverpool.
Throw in Malawi.
Again, Berger. Those arms, her positioning.
Time.
And that is the whistle for half-time in this opening game. You can see Nolene Taurua, well, she'll be well pleased, I think, particularly by this second quarter. 32-17, New Zealand lead Malawi. So 15-6, that second quarter score. Nolene Taurua, she will have enjoyed that period of play. They took the first quarter by 6 goals. A few changes here from Malawi. Very right of your screen, you can see Laureen Ngwira, goalkeeper. She'll make a difference.
Yeah, definitely. We've seen her playing down and pulse in the Vitality Netball Super League. She's got great elevation, good timing. She's going to try and sit in front of Falau.
Changes for New Zealand as well. There's one with the ball now. Shannon Saunders on at wing attack. Phoenix Karaka is on at goal defence.
Yeah, rest stays the same. So I think just giving others some opportunity to get some game time under their belt.
And we're up with the rebound. And away come Malawi. And we know just how capable they are. Here's the hoist.
Oh, nearly. Mvula will see come back on court as goal shooter. She had a little rest in that second quarter, but Chimurera.
Oh, good start for Malawi. They score off the New Zealand centre pass.
Oh, look at that core stability. Nice work there, Lawazi.
So great start here for Malawi. They score the first 2.
Look at that core strength, just to pull herself back up and not go offside.
Varney contacted, Varney's offside in the attack.
It's good from them. They were sitting on 42% off their centre pass, really low for an international team. So great that they've come out of the blocks sharp and scored their first one, Malawi.
And again, Falau being forced to shoot from pretty way out, but this is fine. Oh, just the bib's coming astray.
Just waiting for a bib, girls.
Falau's going to put it on Ngwira, but in fact it's
Okay.
Nkumbu's bib. So Intakuli's gone to the bench. Again, New Zealand pushing Malawi back. Now they come forward. Shimaliro, nice work.
Yeah, 1-2, 1-2. Pushing back, pegging the defenders back, getting that ground into that circle.
Obstruction, goalkeeper.
Yeah,
Malawi,
nice,
step back.
give and go.
Thank
She
you.
turned, which what she did really well there was turn to face goal, makes the defender come off her, gives herself some space to do the 1-2 to herself. I think that was a pass. We'll give her a pass on that one.
I think that was a pretty snazzy pass, actually. Worked beautifully. Mvula was onto it.
Contact, goal defence, hip. Hold time. Centre, that's intentional obstruction. Centre, it's a caution. Goal defence, you're out of play as well.
First caution we've seen of this
Take it
game.
back to the transverse line. Centre out of play.
Wazi takes it with good grace.
Hold time. Bib.
She was called for
Get that bib secure.
intentional obstruction.
Goalkeeper's bib.
So a fair bit of
Bunny's
whistle in
obstruction,
the
wing
opening
defence.
moments of this third quarter. Again,
Malawi.
that beautiful lean of Vinkumbu, unable. Now look at this from
Yeah,
Wazi.
definitely intentional obstruction.
Vanish wing attack obstruction. Vanish centre obstruction.
Got to get 3 feet before you put your arms up.
It's a throw-in the centre third.
And those connections we saw with Malawi passing, just going astray there. On the sideline for New Zealand, and they're so quick to get that ball down the court.
New
doesn't
Zealand.
miss.
Plenty of New Zealanders in the crowd now.
Bunny, contact.
Goal
Of
attack.
course, what's
backwards.
interesting about Phoenix Karaka
She's doing it
being on the
backwards,
court, there
please.
she is in
That's
the forefront of the screen now. She's at wing defence. Used to seeing her in the circle, the goal defence or
attack.
Contact,
Goalkeeper.
goalkeeper.
One here.
Yeah, that's where she played for most of the
Beside
ANZ,
the
hasn't she?
goalkeeper.
she's one of, I think, 6 captains in this New Zealand side. And that is another thing that the
Malawi.
team of 2018 lack. They lack that leadership, wise heads, particularly on court when the last time these two teams met.
Yes, indeed. And they've got it all across the court.
Nice work. Finds Mvula.
Yeah, Kumwenda, good positioning on that circle edge. And a
Bunny,
good feed
great
in.
wing defence.
I don't know what you think, Pam. I don't know that Mvula looks totally happy on that knee.
No, but I thought it was her ankle that she was recovering from. So she's
Contact,
got her
centre.
knee strapped as well,
Contact,
so
goalkeeper.
Is it a decoy?
maybe.
With me.
But you're right,
goalkeeper
she doesn't
beside.
look fully, as we've seen how mobile she normally is when she's on court.
Obstruction, goal defence.
Well, she and Wai Kumwenda, when they're on court, can be dynamite, although sometimes they play very similarly, don't they?
Well, because they're both goal shooters. So when they're on court together, one is out of goal attack, having to do more of the playmaking
Obstruction,
role as
wing
well.
attack before the feed. Centre obstruction.
Wazi waits, nicely judged.
Good rebound. Considering she's probably not the tallest in that circle,
Vanish
she
right,
timed that well to
wing
get up.
attack.
Barnage offside, wing defence.
Oh, Langman using every little bit of those 3 seconds.
Yes, indeed. Just opened out right at the end.
It's such a fine judgment, isn't it?
Barnage breaking goal
In this
attack.
game of netball, you can't hold the ball for anything longer than 3 seconds, otherwise you lose possession.
So many margins in terms of placement of a pass, where your feet are going to go, breaking the line,
Dragging. He passed in the goal third.
or held ball 3 seconds.
Oh, a little bit too
Oh,
casual from Saunders. Great
Chimalero.
pick up, Chimalero.
That's great, where the goal attack just ran that defensive line right on the transverse, gets the intercept.
Vanish goal attack obstruction.
Well
What
seen.
a beauty.
And Bruno was ready probably in the pass just before that, but they waited for it, and it was just a bullet pass here. Luwazi. Jane Watson's head was down. Finds Mbrula.
Malawi.
New Zealand just keeping that scoreboard ticking over. 6-all in this third.
Well, and they certainly won't be taking Malawi for granted. At that Commonwealth Games defeat last year, New Zealand led 32-25 at half-time. And then Malawi just stormed back. And of course, we all know what happened after that.
Yeah, coming from nowhere.
On the ball, goalkeeper. Defence, beg your pardon.
Just over 8 minutes remaining in this third quarter, 39-24.
Contact, goalkeeper.
Yeah, the shoulder from Ingwira.
Step in. Beside the goalkeeper. Malawi.
New Zealand hit 40.
It's almost like a repeat of the first quarter where it was going goal for goal, so tight in those first passages. Just as the team start to, with the changes made.
Well, I wonder too how significant Invula is in that makeup. You need a target.
You do, and one she's so calm and composed for her attackers coming down the line. She presents herself really well, so they know where she wants the ball and where to put that ball for her.
Malawi.
You can see Ingwira doing a great job of boxing out Ekenasio. Ekenasio trying to get in position for the rebound. It wasn't needed, but great work by the goalkeeper as well.
And that's the pressure keepers put on you. So when you then get the ball to take a shot, you've had to do so much work to try and get off the body to get that pass. Makes it even harder, but oh, well taken there, Mbula. I thought it was going to go off the back line, but she wasn't able to then compose herself and score that goal.
Advantage obstruction, goal attack.
Saunders not having anywhere to go forward. She goes back and Langman's got her. Pops on, speeding down that left-hand side.
Obstruction.
That was a great triangle there. Saunders going wide to cut back to the top.
Look at this ball. She did so well in Mbula to bring it in, just couldn't finish it off.
Advantage obstruction, wing attack.
Advantage offside, goal attack.
Again, Langman just getting every other ball.
Centre.
And that was a lovely cut back by Ekenasio.
Drove hard to the post to pull her defender with her, and then was able to spin back round. Too late there from Lawazi. She needed to give it first time. Tamalera was there. She presented herself well.
And away come the Ferns. Saunders down the sideline.
Offside, centre. Obstruction. Out of play, goalkeeper. That's it. New Zealand.
Falau, 93%, 25 from 27. But they're sharing the load though. Ekenasio is shot 18 from 19, so both shooters doing the business.
Malawi.
Breaking goal
A run of
attack.
goals for New Zealand. And now a break from Malawi.
Yeah, those are the ones you need not to do.
Advantage contact, wing defence.
Break the coach's heart.
But
Oh, Lawazi
offside,
goes
centre.
high, but she just went offside.
Advantage contact, wing
You
defence.
can see Falau directing operations.
New
Direct
Zealand.
that ball. Now we really need to lift on their own centre passes, only sitting on
Advantage contact, wing
46%.
defence.
Oh, brilliant!
Advantage obstruction, wing attack.
Beautiful anticipation.
Grace there at wing defence.
And Wafuli, while she was in past teams, didn't go to the Commonwealth Games. Back in the side in 2019.
Nice take.
Good support for Malawi. Look at this. Just too casual, perhaps, from Kopua.
Yeah, Saunders
Vantage contact. Centre obstruction.
just not coming onto the ball, was she? And she let Grace get round her.
Yes, it would have been a problem if Kopua had been in that part of the court.
Just a little bit offside.
Contact on the ball. Beside goal attack. Thank you.
Good from Chimolero. Even with her bun, she's still quite short compared to those defenders. But she's getting the ball nice and high and up and over the arms.
7 from 9 for Jane Chimolero.
Malawi.
But for that young woman, 28 from 30.
Much different team to what we saw in the Commonwealth Games.
Well, we've heard Casey Kopua saying, you know, there is a world of difference between these two
Throw
sides.
in.
Well, for a start,
right
she wasn't in the
side.
one last year. But there really is a big difference.
Vantage contact. Centre. Obstruction. Goal defence. Right
Very
foot.
nice, Chimolero.
And that may well be something that plays into the Silver Ferns' hands. You know, I think so many people in other parts of the world, of course, that's what they remember, those performances. So it might just allow New Zealand to come along quietly as the underdogs and perhaps surprise a few people.
Yeah, that's what they've said. They're confident. They know they can come to this and get into that final and lift that trophy, but they're just doing it, as you say, quietly.
We're quiet people, Pam.
Are you? Oh, some great New Zealand friends. Oh, almost there from Cracker.
Vantage obstruction. Wing defence.
The hand she puts around that circle makes it so difficult. But Malawi find a way. And Mvula gets that one in. 16 from 19, 84%.
Well, you've said it, Pam. This third quarter, very much like the first. 17-11 the first quarter, now 17-12 in the third.
Vantage obstruction. Wing attack.
Malawi initially putting up a lot of resistance, then being worn down.
Yeah, that's it. They came out of the block so quickly, scoring 2 on the bounce. And then New Zealand have ground them down again like they did in that third.
Good to see. There's a fair number off.
Replay centre.
Yes.
A little bit of basketball.
Luazi said, I'll have that, thank you. Great to see Malawi with a number of supporters. Made the trip from Africa.
Oh, they struggled there. Didn't have many options coming to the ball, and Mvula having to come out of the circle. But then it was picked up. Oh, just rolled over the top.
And once again, New Zealand deny Malawi our final goal in this quarter. Nolene Taurua, well, she should be pleased with that. A 17-13 score in the quarter at the three-quarter break. It's New Zealand leading Malawi 49-30. And another change by New Zealand. Tapia Selby-Rickett taking the court at goal attack. Fourth quarter underway. New Zealand versus Malawi. New Zealand with a healthy lead at the moment, 49-30, 15 minutes remaining.
We also see Aurore's come on at goal defence. She's been injured, hasn't played any of the warm-up games. The Cadbury Series she missed out on, but passed all her fitness testers and she's in this squad.
And you can see that long sock on her calf. That was the problem area, and New Zealand come away with the ball.
Manage offside, centre Malawi.
Good start for New Zealand, scoring off the Queen's ball.
Yeah, coming back but not
Barney's
hitting.
break, wing attack.
Grace at wing defence.
Contact goalkeeper.
Great baptism into this game, wasn't it?
Welcome to the World Cup.
Selby Rickett taken to the floor.
Advantage offside, shooter.
Well, I think that's a feature of the modern game, isn't it, Pam? So often we see players on the floor. It's fast, it's, well, at times quite brutal, but I think it's probably the way many of us like it.
Yeah, physical.
New Zealand.
Malawi continuing there as we see this trip. She tries to get her way through, sandwiched between the two and hits the deck.
I'd say Selby Rickett did that to herself.
I would definitely agree.
Oh, was a little bit of ballet.
Oh, Bula! No hook pass under the post as Chimolero comes in.
Malawi centre. Hold
See
drive.
this? Quick
Malawi
offload.
centre.
Defence had no chance.
Well, no one at home there.
New Zealand.
Rode and Corcoran talking to each other, but neither of the one moved.
Advantage obstruction, wing attack. Advantage contact, wing defence.
Good Saunders.
Hold time, please. Wing defence, that's intentional obstruction. It's a caution.
So that's
Outside.
a caution now for
On the whistle,
Mwafaliwa.
please, New Zealand.
Oh, great start for Selby Rickett. It must give a shooter such confidence to, get out on court and then lock that first shot away.
Yeah, definitely, because you've got all the adrenaline running through you. You've just stepped on the court. Once you get your first shot in, then you go, phew, okay, I'm sorted now. I can continue to play.
Yeah, nice play, Malawi.
New Zealand.
And Bula's made a real difference in this team. They scored 11 in the first quarter, only 6 in the second when she came off, 13 in the third. So really showing that she's needed in that Malawi shooting end. Good swing, really making the width, using the width of the court. But again, second time now, down that
Barney
left-hand
offside,
side,
got
passing it
defence.
to a Kiwi player.
Oh, there's the layup.
So the crowd, the bench go wild as she comes in on that layup. Selby Rickett.
Contact goalkeeper in the mid-court, please. Where you are, yep. Advantage offside. Contact goalkeeper.
And Guerrero just getting called
Goalkeeper.
now. On a couple 6 penalties she's got to her name.
Thank you.
Just not coming round off the body. 24 in total for New Zealand, 31 for Malawi.
And now look at this as New Zealand just rocketed down the court and finished with a flair.
Goalkeeper.
She tried to catch
time.
it.
And helps her back
Come
up.
to the end of the circle.
They have a little
Goalkeeper,
hug.
just watch the 20 on
That's
those
a
ones.
lovely shot.
Just mistiming that and getting the head rather than the ball.
She fits nicely under Corpura's arm, really, doesn't she?
Yes,
New Zealand.
not the tallest.
Breaking.
But she's one of the most potent mid-quarters going around. Now the error from New Zealand. Another chance here for Malawi.
Wing attack.
Contact,
Saunders
goal
breaking the
attack,
line.
centre third.
You can't cross it until the whistle has been blown.
Advantage obstruction, centre. Throw in, advantage offside,
Little
inside
dab
the
from
circle.
Karaka.
Throw in.
Your first step was
Throw
across
in
the line.
inside the circle. Advantage goal, contact, goalkeeper. Malawi.
Chimolero, 86%,
Advantage breaking, goal
13 from
attack.
15.
6 all
Advantage
in
obstruction,
this
we attack.
fourth quarter.
Lovely take.
Just about did another backward
Contact, wing
roll.
attack.
She's
Wing
had a
attack.
couple of
Corner of the
times
court, she's back.
on the floor. Well seen. Kapoor with her head down there.
New Zealand.
Vantage offside. Vantage contact,
Nicely
centre.
done, Selby Rickett. Centre pass must be taken in the centre third.
Causing contact, wing defence. At the top.
Mafulera
Thank you,
again,
centre.
catching the eye of Gary Burgess.
Obstruction goalkeeper.
Another long-range shot.
Nolin Taurua will be thinking, well, this is a pretty good start, but such a long way to go for the Silver Fern side. And all these teams here in Liverpool. And that's what's so good about this year's event, isn't it? Because really, in the past, there's perhaps only been one or two, maybe three teams that really had gold medal chances, but now there's probably at least 5.
Yeah, definitely say confidently 5 teams that could really do the business in the final.
Contact, wing defence.
Australia up next here.
Contact,
South
goalkeeper.
Africa, Jamaica, and of course the beauty of Jamaica, no one's really seen much of them lately.
Yes, they played in the series in September, was it? And it's not really played many internationals.
Malawi.
But we've seen their players though.
And that's the big difference.
Yeah.
We've seen their players, and gee whiz, they're good. Shamira Sterling, absolutely outstanding. In the defence,
Vantage
nice
obstruction.
from Rory. She'll be pleased with that. Oh, equally nice.
Anything you could do, we could do too.
So intercepts. Oh, and now it just falls. In fact, Tapara Selby Rickett has sort of benefited by balls just sort of falling into her hand.
Being in the
No
right
goal.
place at the right time, but her foot just over the line. No goal.
Offside, centre.
You had a glimpse there in the top of your screen. Bailey Mears, I think the one New
Vantage
Zealand player
shooter
not yet
obstruction.
seen on court.
Yeah.
Causing contact, centre. Contact, goalkeeper. Circle edge. Have a look at those, goalkeeper, please. Obstruction, goal defence.
Selby Rickett has come on and hasn't missed. 3 from 3.
Vantage, obstruction, wing attack.
And she's one of a handful of
Contact,
players
wing
not
attack,
initially
centre third.
picked by Nolin Taurua for the
Vantage
Watsons,
offside
just
and
on fitness
obstruction.
levels, but she is one who went away, did the work, and has been rewarded.
Yeah. Rory, Saunders, the other
Obstruction, goal defence. Vantage, goal. Hold time.
I've just seen Taekwondo
Centre.
Luate calling time.
Quickly here.
I think she wants the ball white.
Yeah, just change.
two. Yeah.
Thank
So
you,
quick.
Josh.
Just get a new ball in.
And you can imagine the pace at which this game is being played.
Yeah, there's a lot of sweat out there on the court.
Vantage contact, wing defence.
Karaka.
Similar in terms of Mvula and Falau. As goal
Contact,
shooters,
goal
they're not
defence,
afraid to come out of
inside.
that circle.
Inside the
provide
circle.
that rotation, provide an option just offload, and then get back in again. And she can hold too.
Speaking of getting back
New
in again
Zealand.
too, that's probably a fair description of Phoenix Karaka. Was a Silver Fern a while ago. Forced her selection with some great form, even though had a couple of weeks off during the New Zealand season with concussion. But has been rewarded for good form.
Vantage offside, wing defence.
Selby Rickett adds one more. So just over 5 minutes remaining in this opening game. 59-40, New Zealand over Malawi.
Cause goalkeeper.
10-all. Malawi do start
Goalkeeper,
well,
come
don't they?
beside.
They keep pace, but then this last 5 minutes in the other quarters is where we've seen them
New Zealand.
slough off and New Zealand be able to push that scoreline. Would it happen again in this last one? Shots, New Zealand have taken 53, Malawi only 38. The opportunities just hasn't been there for them.
Offside, wing defence.
Shimaliro just goes back.
She's come on well, hasn't she?
New Zealand.
Didn't start the game at goal attack, but has really said, hang on, maybe I should have started.
Advantage offside, wing attack.
Oh, nice little interchange there between Selby Rickett and Falau.
Yeah, and nice to see Saunders just sweeping around the back to also provide that option. Oh,
yes,
Rory!
please.
Top of the circle, jumps up, times it, 2 hands on it, intercept.
And I mean, she is the comeback story of all, really. The former captain took New Zealand through that horror year,
Yes.
then dumped. Here she is.
And Brula hands to head thinking, no, how did I do that? But yeah, she's
Well,
really
and then Rory, of
comfortable.
course, had that anxious wait to see if she was going to be cleared because of this calf injury, but she's here.
Advantage break, wing defence.
On restricted court time to begin with, just 1 quarter at the moment.
And that's it. You can do all the training, you can
defence,
do all the
holding
fitness work,
ground.
but it's the time on court, playing in games, that really helps.
Contact, wing defence.
The game sense. She's got wealth of experience though.
Throw in
Oh!
Malawi.
Just in, rolls round. That's the worst
That's it.
for a shooter. When you think it's going to go in, it
Contact,
just
centre.
pops out again.
Goal defender.
There seems to be a bit of rapport between some of these players as well. As I think I mentioned earlier, a few of them will have played each other on a number of occasions.
This is what we see here. Just comes out again. Yeah, they would have been in the ANZ Domestic League.
Advantage obstruction,
Only
goal
Laura
attack.
Langman, Maria Falau playing in Australia.
Malawi being held up again. Raza, which way does she go? Back.
That's good. They've gone back and they're still able to penetrate that. Well
Contact,
taken
goalkeeper.
from Mvula. Draws the contact.
Beside the keeper.
She's strong. She locks in her core. Even though she was on one leg and one arm, she was still able to lock it in
Malawi.
and pull that ball in. You can see here. Keeps her eyes on it. And then she gets the knock.
Contact, goal attack. Centre third. Advantage obstruction, wing defence. Contact, goalkeeper.
Good
Other
from
side,
Mvula, just
goalkeeper.
sitting there nice to get that rebound
Obstruction, goal
from
defence.
Jimilero's shot.
Into the final minute. And I can only imagine the relief in New Zealand that this
Contact on
game
the
is
post,
nearly
goal
over
defence,
and
advantage goal.
that the scoreline is what it is. But for Malawi, well, they're going to have to now target, well, all the
Advantage
rest of
wing
their
attack
games, but
obstruction.
particularly see what they can do against Australia when they cross over.
Yes, indeed, that.
Throw in
And it's
Malawi.
good to see in that clip just there.
Circle
Leonie
area.
Torua still going ball, ball, ball. You've still got 24 seconds to play and she's still hungry for this.
Advantage, contact, wing defender. Your body.
Oh, and look at her, she comes up with a smile.
Beside the wing defence.
Second World Cup for Taekwondo Luazi. Test number 55. Nice flick from Korpua.
And Karaka there to pick it up.
Oh, they nearly got there, but that is a very satisfactory performance from a New Zealand point of view. Malawi, well, they will be disappointed because, of course, they beat the Silver Ferns last time, not today in Liverpool. 64-45, New Zealand over Malawi. Bailey Mes there coming out, of course, the one New Zealand player who didn't take the court. And Nolene Taurua, well, she'll be well pleased with what her team's put out. And there's Griffin Sayenda. What a character of world netball he is.
He is indeed, and he really pushes this Malawi team. He's developed them, trying to take them to this next level. They had a great last quarter, 15-all, so they kept with New Zealand, but it was too much in those first three quarters for them to be able to come back, losing by 19 goals in the end.
So there's the New Zealand huddle. Laura Langman, she'll be delighted with that result, the captain of the Silver Ferns.
Yeah, amazing work from Langman. She's just that engine. Shots, this is where Malawi came foul. 70 attempts for New Zealand to 57. Percentage-wise, New Zealand up to 91%, 79 from Malawi. You want to be in those 80%. Intercepts started to come in that second half, 9 for New Zealand, and they were causing those turnovers and making the mistakes for Malawi for 23.
So let's go down now and join Gail Davis, who's with the player of the match.
Thanks very much, Jenny. Many congratulations, Maria. How pleased are you to get that first win under your belt and against a team that caused you a few problems last time you met them at a major tournament?
Yeah, they're no easy beats the last time we played them, but look, it's just great to get our first W of this World Cup. A lot of us were a bit anxious coming into this game, but super proud of our processes and our structures that we felt that we, delivered.
How different did it feel out there as a group, given the last time?
Yeah, we've parked there a long, long time ago. I think Knowles and Debbie have bring that real solidarity and really clear of what we need to do and what it's and how proud we should be to wear this black dress. So I feel like we took another step forward and looking forward to this next game tomorrow.
Just finally, you have the most extraordinary CV, don't you? But the one thing that's really missing is that World Cup medal. In the build-up to the games, just how much has that driven the likes of yourself and Laura and Casey, those others that might not get another crack at this tournament?
Yeah, well, myself, Laws and Casey, we call ourselves the fossils, or the fossilettes. It's definitely something that we don't have, but in saying that, we just got to keep one game at a time, don't think about that gold medal match just yet, just making sure that we play clinical netball and netball that we're really proud of.
Many congratulations today. Well played, Maria. We look forward to watching you over the next few weeks. Thank you. Hi, Griffin. It's always good to get a hit out. It wasn't exactly the result you would have liked, but what can you take from that performance?
The game was too tough for us, but we tried as much as possible so that we could beat the New Zealand. Yes.
And for you, now, I guess you have to win the next two games, don't you?
Yes, of course. We have got to win the two games because New Zealand is a tough side. And thinking of the other teams, we think we are going to play them better.
Thanks very much. Well played today. Good luck in your next game. Nolene, is that everything you would have hoped for from an opening game?
Yeah, look, it's a start. They're very unorthodox, Malawi are, so, just getting into the flow or the styles, there's a lot of uncertainty, but always good to come out with the points. That's the overall ultimate goal.
And a word on your fossils, I think they call themselves, the likes of Laura, Maria and Casey. It was your decision to bring back the experience of Laura Langman and Casey Korpua, but more than paid off today, didn't it?
Yeah, I thought so. Once again, it's a start. There's some areas they do look like fossils out there, but, they do provide the base and be able to consolidate our team. So really good start, and we're looking forward to tomorrow.
And a word on Maria. She was our player of the match. We know it's not been the greatest build-up for her away from the court, but it doesn't faze her, does it? Take us into your camp, what's she like, what's she been like, because she was imperious again today.
Yeah, she's actually on a bit of a mission, I feel, and she's very focused and committed to what she needs to do out there, and obviously her shooting is sublime. So she's been a trooper and awesome, and it's not surprising that she did get MVP because I thought she was outstanding.
Well played today. Thanks very much, Nolene.
Thank you very much.